Hey, what's going on? This is Muriel from the Sunshine family about buying a car in Costa Rica. Dirk and myself, we live in Costa Rica since 2018 and we just bought for the second time a used car in Costa Rica. And not just a car, our most favorite car in the world. And I am here to share everything that I can share with you, helping you to probably buy your first car or to decide to not buy a car if you want to do the right thing. It's not always the right thing to buy a second-hand car if you're not knowing what you should pay attention to, if you're making the wrong choices about type of cars. So I'm here to show you what we have bought and why, and why it's kind of hard to find these cars ready to go. But I'm gonna tell everything more about it. But first I'm gonna show you some visuals and then watch my video till the end, because I'm gonna share some details about the car, where we got it, and why we chose this car. But first of all, here you see our brand new baby. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, you can do that now by hitting that little icon on the screen. Tap the bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you want to know more about what it is that I do to make my living in Costa Rica and how I might be able to help you to earn your living online, then go ahead and scroll down in the description below for more details about my coaching programs. I am an online coach since 2014, and yeah, who knows, I can help you find your way to come to Costa Rica and live here, right? Or to travel more to Costa Rica. Here is our new car. It has finally arrived. We're going to do a ride with our new baby. Is she beautiful or what? Woo! Toyota diesel baby. So Dirk, how does it feel to drive in a new car?
Super awesome.
Okay.
It's like a freaking truck.
It's a freaking truck. Yeah, this one is higher than the Range Rover. For sure, it's much cleaner, but it's like, it's totally redone, right? What did they all do?
We got new suspension, we got new clutch, we got new brakes, front and back, new paint job.
Yeah. The outside is fully painted again.
Upholstery's been done.
Yeah. I think this is new mirrors as well.
The new mirrors.
And we're gonna take the Casa Chameleon Road. That's a good test track. Yeah. But the difference is feelable right away compared to the Range Rover.
Yeah. The Range Rover, you feel that, oh, it's falling apart, and this is like, you know, a smooth floating Cadillac.
Flowing Cadillac, yeah. It reminds me about the Volga we've been in when we did the tour Court Pass from Kyrgyzstan to China. It was like a, what's the word? Like a smooth driving vehicle over these challenging roads. Yeah, this is so awesome. It is spacious as well. Awesome.
Oh, we got a full tank.
So this is the first pit stop after the first part with the new car. Let me show you where we are, and then I will ask Dirk how the new car is driving. These are my most favorite beach restaurants. Oh, we have a lot of most favorite beach restaurants actually. Dirk, what's your experience with the new car so far?
It is freaking awesome.
First of all, what type of car is it?
It's a Toyota. What is it called? A Toyoton. it's called local. It's a big Toyota truck, the Toyoton. But it's a Land Cruiser, Toyota Land Cruiser from '87, and it has
Oh, sorry.
very specific.
Yeah.
It has an H2 engine, an engine that was not originally here and not in the States, but it was brought in. But it's a super strong engine. It's like the million-mile engine, and it's
So super strong engine.
yeah,
and
super strong engine. And so the original engine with my friend Jimmy, we built a turbo in it. So now it has this. It's not a race car. It's like a big tank. And once it moves, and it's super strong. But the suspension, it's like maybe you have the thing is of a Cadillac. It's like it is floating. Is it comfortable? It's super comfortable.
Super comfortable.
If you drive with a Range Rover, the other car that we have is 74. You have the feeling that it falls apart because it needs love and attention it didn't have for a long time. But now this is super nice. I love it. We're gonna have great adventures, going to Osa, Puerto Viejo. Muy bien.
Awesome. Yummy. So we just had a pit stop, ate a nice ceviche and a juice. There she is. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a she,
It's a she. What's her name?
not Jimmy.
Not Jimmy. Cool, huh? Okay. Woohoo! Home sweet home. So let's walk to our baby for some further details. So we are looking at our second-hand car, a Toyota Land Cruiser HG60. Age since it was born in 1987, and it is totally pimped up. Like literally, it was not in this state. We have put in a turbo engine. It's a diesel. It is fully repainted, so the outside is fully redone. It has a lot of new things. It has new mirrors. It's fully, the chairs are newly done. How do you say that? Decorated. It has new brakes. All brakes are replaced. A new clutch. New bumper. It has been lifted. I don't know exactly how to explain that. So this is, you must know, this is more Dirk's thing. I always say I drive in everything that Dirk buys. So we have driven in a Citroën Acadiana, also called Duck. That's the French car that Louis de Funès is driving in his movies. And I have driven in a Mercedes Benz 1980 station wagon. I have driven in all kinds of cars, old timers. That's just Dirk's thing. But this is really Dirk's dream car. Well, why? Why did he choose this car over other cars? Well, this car is typically awesome for the area that we live in. We live in a very rural area in Costa Rica at the peninsula de Nicoya. It's dusty here in summertime, like now it's super dry season, super dusty. In rainy season there's landslides and muddy roads. We don't have concrete on all the roads, so this is a car that's built for this. These cars are super powerful. We've chosen to put in a turbo engine, so it has just more power, and it's large from the inside. This is one of the benefits of these cars. So funny enough, we are driving so far in Costa Rica in a Range Rover, 1974, and it had just 2 doors. So this one has 4 doors, and that's just a blessing in the sky for us. But it's large. It's large space for the driver and the person sitting next to the driver, but also in the back. I can show you. Open the back door, and as you can see, it's very spacious, right? You don't have to sit with your legs in your neck like in the Range Rover or other cars Toyotas have. They look large from the outside, but they're very tiny from the inside. And also the back, so that's the only thing that hasn't been done, hasn't been repumped. But we're gonna make a dog space here because we have 4 dogs altogether, and we are making this especially for our dogs comfortable, and of course when we have done errands and a lot of stuff to carry. So yeah, this is our new car, and it also feels, you know, after moving to Costa Rica in 2018, the first time I was very excited to buy a car, and this is how we found this car. It's actually, I'm circling back to how it all started. Moving to Costa Rica helped us to there's lots of dust coming. This is, I don't know if you see it, this is dust. So we are waiting for the melassa guy to put melassa, that sugar cane, leftover sugar making process that they put on the roads to avoid the dust. So welcome in my world on the peninsula. But okay, how did we find this car? Are these cars for sales? Yes and no. These cars are for sale usually when they're fully broke. People use these babies and break them down. Literally, like they use them so much until they die, so to say. This one has been bought by us, by our friend Jimmy. He's an old-timer specialist. He is from Texas, but he lives 15 years in Costa Rica. And he is pimping up old-timers for export, but also just to buy here. He is not a commercial business, but he is a guy working with his partner, and they are amazing. His partner is Tico, and he's from the US, and this is one of the projects that he has done. So this car was in an okay state, but you know, was not totally up his how do you say that, power. So we did everything. So that is why I say no, these cars like this in this state are not for sale, because this is a project. And funny enough, if you ask me how long did it take us to get it delivered, done, don't laugh, but it took us 9 months. So we bought it, and then it was COVID, and then the guy who did this, the company of this guy, one of the people died of COVID. It's really sad, but so there was a big delay with that part. Car parts that we needed were not coming through because of logistics go really slow in Costa Rica. So there was delays there. There was delays with everything. Then you have the celebration days, Christmas stuff. So we are rewarded by being super patient, but cars like this are usually not for sale in this good state. So be careful if you want a car like this and you see them for sale on online second-hand websites for Costa Rica cars. There's a lot of good cars to find. But if you think that you can buy a car like this in this excellent state with new parts in there, new brakes, new everything, I don't believe they are here. You should make it into a project to make it a good car, right? And that's what our car guy does. So yeah, Jimmy has done a great job. It was worth the wait. The other car was still working, and we have an ADV and a motorbike. So, you know, we are mobile, and that's also what you need living on the peninsula. Everyone, all my friends who live here know that, like, with one vehicle, it's very risky because it's very usual that a vehicle needs something. Like, we need, for example, to clean the filters at least every month, because when the filters of a diesel car are not cleaned, and with that dust, you saw it, when the filters are not clean, it's gonna suck in the I don't know, the diesel, I heard a story, but I so am not a car person. I just ride in everything that Dirk buys. But most of all, it's important to clean the cars when you live in this type of areas where there's no concrete roads, right? So that's what a lot of people forget. They buy a car and they are surprised that it breaks down out of the blue, but it's because you don't maintain it, you don't keep it clean enough. And here you have to keep things really, really, really clean. And also a lot of people, they just drive it until there's nothing to do against dying anymore. So this is a car that needs attention, and then you can have so much fun with it. It's super spacious on the inside, so we're gonna cruise a lot through Costa Rica finally. No, that's one of the beautiful things, because I work fully online. My kids do fully online school. We can go whenever we want, wherever we want. We can just take our business with us. We just work 1, 2, 3 hours per day anyways. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to share this video with you, to give you an impression. I'm not saying you need a car like this. If you live in good road areas, then why would you buy a car like this, right? You can just have a simple car. 4x4 is always recommended. This of course has 4x4 as well. If you want to cruise around Costa Rica and are thinking about coming and driving through Costa Rica, you want to explore, you need a 4x4. And if you want to live in a rural area where I live, I advise you to go for Toyota anyways, and something that can survive in this climate and this road situation. So yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching my video. Looking forward to see you somewhere in Costa Rica one day. Dirk asked me, do you want to drive? And I'm like, oh, I have to trust myself enough. So yeah, we're gonna do a test ride with me tomorrow. He already offered, but I had to take the hill up. And I was like, next time, okay? I have to step over my fear, because I don't want anything to happen with it. It's really funny. I also coach people in how to overcome fears. Hey, I'm real. Sometimes I have fears myself. I need to get enough self-esteem to just drive this baby, which I will. You will see me drive this really, really soon. And for now, again, bye. And see you somewhere in Costa Rica one day, perhaps. Ciao.